Here, I'm gonna start out with a news clip. Not, I mean, it's a news clip, but it's what me and my family dealing with.
Well, tonight we are hearing from the family of Carrie Prescott.
He's the man who has been missing out of Scriven County for several weeks now. The family initially reported him missing on July 6th, and tonight they're describing the frustration of waiting so long without any answers. Our Madeline Bierster went to Scriven County to hear from them.
We're not feeling like we're being cared about.
I know somebody knows something. Somebody knows something.
The Scriven County Sheriff's Office says Carrie was last seen on June 23rd on Kimwood Drive. His family said he was dropped off by his brother. Searchers say with the help of the DNR and GBI, they checked that area on Kimwood, but couldn't find anything after draining the pond there. Today, Sheriff Mike Kyle says their investigation remains full steam ahead, and they're continuing to chase down leads, interviewing over 50 people. Sheriff Kyle also says their plan is to bring dogs around the pond as well and in the pond to completely cross off that area in the investigation. Carrie Prescott Sr. says he hasn't heard a word of it.
There's all kind of rumors going around. He's supposed to be killing us too. You know, he ain't telling us nothing.
Carrie's father said he's frustrated with the lack of answers and transparency in this investigation so far. Carrie's cousin Ronika Prescott echoes his message.
We start out with all our trust in our police. But you heard this man say he knows nothing. Rumors that we've been hearing have been consistent. They remain the same.
The rumors circulating the community only angering family more, with no real answers so far.
Just because they've stopped, we're not going to stop. No one's going to stop. He's not going to stop. The kids are not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. And there's a whole lot more people in this community that's not going to stop. They're not going to rest until Carrie Prescott Jr. comes up, whether it's dead or alive.
The family went on to say that they also feel hopeless not being allowed to conduct their own search parties to look for their loved one. The sheriff's office says that
My family. We own most of this land. In Scriven County, we own most of the land, my family. So it took me to step in because my family look up to me to speak on their behalf, just for them to let us do our own search. And it's our fucking land. It's our land. That land belongs to us, to my family. Shout out to the chats. Scorpio Problems, Weak Master, my homeboy. Call that water. When I spoke yesterday, I guess it was yesterday, whatever day I spoke. When I told you I was dealing with my own shit, I was dealing with my own shit. So I didn't want anybody to take any offense if I didn't answer your phone calls or respond to any of your messages. I'm dealing with my own shit. I'm dealing with my own shit. Everybody got fucking problems in this world. People need to stop thinking about their motherfucking self and think that there's a whole fucking world out here that people got problems every day. Mental health problems, all types of shit is going on in this world. You know what? I can't even solve everybody's problems, not on the internet, not on the fucking phone, not in my company, not in the world. When y'all attacking people on this internet, y'all don't know what the fuck somebody going through, and you don't know what the fuck they'll do because they going through that. Nobody on this internet is ever going to say that I've been a Selfadelphia motherfucker. And I'm so sick of motherfuckers thinking that y'all going to keep trying to just come some way and try to like boss me out of some type of fucking money or anything, try to scare me. Anything. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Let me tell you all that now. I don't give a fuck if this whole internet go live on me. You don't know me. You heard something, but you don't know me. Because if you knew me, you wouldn't even fucking call me.
The family is not allowed on private property and that they've already searched 5 or 6 areas by drone.
They don't give up. But I hope they know they ain't give up. I ain't give up.
But one way or the other, Kerry Prescott is going to come from somewhere, and we won't rest until he do. And we won't. And I'm just going to say it. We just want justice for Kerry Prescott. And that's it.
As the investigation continues, if anyone knows anything, please reach out to the sheriff's office directly, no matter how small that information is. Reporting in Screven County, Madeline Bierster, WTOC News.
So when people was putting my information out, trying to find out who I was, I don't trust you motherfuckers. Trying to dig deep into my company and all of this shit, calling my PO and all. I don't trust you motherfuckers. Got this demon motherfucker keep talking all of this spell casting and all of that shit. I don't trust you motherfuckers. You openly worship the devil. I don't trust you. I don't gotta trust you. You ain't my fucking partner or nothing like that. I don't gotta trust you. Nothing. I don't have to trust nobody. But I try to be helpful to people. And expose motherfuckers that need to be exposed. So the next one on my list is this fucking sheriff. Private property. What private property? That my family owned all of that land down there. And then all of these white people are trying to take it. And it's not that I'm saying I'm saying anything against white people. I ain't saying nothing against white people. Because you got black people do the same thing. There's no better riches than to have land. You can always build on land. You can always do whatever. I felt like I was being set up. While we were searching. It reminded me of South Carolina that something wasn't right. First they found bones, and now where the bones at? When you're on this internet playing around, showing your face, showing your house and all that, you got motherfuckers that's up there, they're trying to get that. Flashing your money and all of that shit. Look, somebody trying to say somebody want that. I'm just an indigenous person to this land that had shit in my past, and I try to help people as much as I can, but I can't help everybody. My company that's been passed down through generations. I'm only 52 years old, and I have two cousins that's older than me that can run the company. I don't want to see anything happen to them because I know what that means. Respecting the patriarchs and the matriarchs in your family. You respect them no matter what. People don't even know how they're related. Sometimes you find out you're related somehow. This is my cousin. I didn't even know him. Excuse me for a second. Now, this is down south. I'm from up north. We live different up north than what it is down south. So there's a difference in how we're raised, how we talk to uh, our parents, how we talk to the elders of our families. So I'm going to say, and I'm going to be myself all of the time. I'm going to express myself every time. If I call you a bitch, I call you a bitch because that's exactly what you acting like, a bitch. If I call you a pussy, I call you a pussy. And I'm gonna answer this question because whoever nothing is, I got business and I got land in Dallas. So Dallas don't have no fucking business that don't belong to nobody in the fucking world. So if anybody in Dallas feel like they want to come in here and talk their shit, hit this fucking link and say whatever the fuck you want to say. Nigga, you don't know where, or bitch, you don't know where the fuck I got land at. Where my family got land at. Dallas ain't got no business except bullshit. Just because y'all got found out that y'all a whole bunch of fucking rats down there, that's y'all business, y'all. Yeah, y'all, that's y'all business. Y'all rats down there. Now, and I hope that you saying that means that maybe you saying that maybe you have something to do that, because Dallas is where the most blacks live. Just because you ran from wherever you run from and go to Dallas, everybody don't do that. And I'm not gonna give you too much of my energy with this bullshit. Dallas is fucking big, fucking rats, and they kill y'all down there if you're black. The same way they doing right down in Georgia, same way they do in South Carolina. If you go look up the most racist states, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, y'all lead. They don't want you to have shit. They look, Scorpio problem saying these people on here making Dallas look bad. That's dumb. That whole Mo 3 situation, y'all put it on the internet. What you thought it was just going to the Dallas internet? They got a special internet for Dallas. No, y'all put it on the internet. Who the fuck is y'all to think that y'all can put something on the internet and then nobody look up and just do homework and find out what happened and don't want to accept that bullshit, just like y'all did with Kennedy? Anything? No, nobody want to hear that bullshit. And ain't nobody getting ready to try to do no fucking marches. And nobody that we ain't waiting 30 years like it took to wait for the Martin Luther King death to get solved. Ain't nobody waiting all of that shit. Motherfuckers is tired of that. It's a new age. The Bible tells us that at the end time, knowledge would increase. And knowledge has increased. Motherfuckers just ain't stupid the way people want to be stupid. Like this nothing person. This is dumb. And I know who he is. He's a pussy. He's the type that calls people's PO and thinks that he is the Dark Lord. He calls himself the Dark Lord. And he's just a little bald head black bitch that he know when I catch him on 95, I'll probably toss him over in the fucking jaw. If that was legal, but it ain't legal. So he'll play these dumbass games. So let me block your dirty ass out of my chat with the dumb shit. Because he knows that I know his family is from Macon, Georgia. So he knows that we at war. Your family own the funeral homes down in Macon, Georgia. So we at war. And I love this shit. And don't forget, I got the pictures of your kids too. And I know everybody in that obituary. All of your family in the obituary. Sorry I had to hear that. But people go too far and make pacts with devils or people they believe have such powers on this earth. That shit is only power if you allow it to be powerful over you. But I just want everybody to remember this started with Ratchet TV. So blame it on Ratchet TV, blame it on rainwater, even blame shit like the young lady that just got shot by those officers. And she said, I rebuke you. She said, I rebuke you. In the name of who? And the cop shot her. Now, look how the sectors covered that story. You know who the fuck won that came out and actually said something so stupid that I just know that his brain is fried? And that was MHB. The one that everybody is so scared of and everything, and y'all don't know what's really going on with MHB. It's easy to talk shit about other people's problems. Talk the shit about your problems. Show about how you feel about the shit that's going on with you. See, that if this affects me, anybody being harmed or anything, my family or anybody that's of the human race. I care about human race. Doesn't matter what the religion is or anything. I just care about the human race. When I call upon them angels and demons to come, yeah, y'all come out. I see y'all come out. I see you come out on the internet. I see you come in my chat. They always do. They always do. The one thing that gave me, someone texted me something this morning and said something, and it made me smile. It made my day. And then they turned around and said some crazy shit. I'm gonna leave that where it is. But the other thing was, I saw a post from Miss Nicole, and she was dancing. And then if you read in the Bible somewhere, it tells about us dancing before the Lord. But she was just dancing. For whatever reason that she was happy today, she was happy. Everybody has good days, they had their bad days. But just to see that woman smiling, that made me smile. And she was dancing. She made a short little joint. dancing. It was funny. Not funny in the way that I know it was fun just to see her enjoying herself. Notice this is a human race consisting of different shades of skin. That's all I'm gonna say right there. And you come from different parts of the earth. But how many people will take care of a dog more than they will take care of a human being, or take more care of their cat than they would care about a human being? I see people covering up a lot of stories. Do y'all cover any of the stories of the veterans whose dogs get shot, who the veteran himself gets shot because that dog helps them get through a day? Nobody said life was going to be easy, and it's not when you become an adult. But you learn to take responsibilities for your actions. You don't try to put them on somebody else. I take responsibility for my actions. Rats don't take responsibility for their actions. They want to blame somebody else. Immature people don't take responsibility. They want to put it on somebody else. I watched Miss Nicole, and she's been quiet this whole time. And the only thing that we've heard is people attack her. And she's been quiet. I learned from her, and I started trying to be quiet. But me, I couldn't let nobody talk about me and be quiet the way she's been quiet when people had talked about her. So I come out here on this channel, on whatever channels, and I fight for justice for Mo 3. And that justice is not just for Mo 3, that's justice for anybody that is wrongly killed. And then, listen, I don't hear none of you motherfuckers talking about those people out of Tennessee, them cops out of Tennessee. None of you motherfuckers is talking about that. Yeah, you know what they give veterans? They give us a day where we can go to a fucking restaurant and get a discount. And I'm a big tipper, so the discount don't mean shit. So I don't even go take that bullshit. I've heard people on here talking about how they go and get their veteran benefit. I don't even take veteran benefits. Because, of course, people can say what they want about Barack Obama. The one thing that he did for veterans was he allowed them to go and get mental health from top-notch doctors. So that's why he's attacked so much. That's all they can do. They don't have a brain box. They don't have a brain box that can make them think about anything but this fucking internet. And like I said, I could be on here every day. I don't even like talking to people. And it takes a lot just for me to get up here and talk to a fucking camera and talk to people that it take a minute before you respond. So I don't know what you respond to. You know, not talking to somebody face to face. That's why I don't like a lot of people. I don't want a lot of people listening to me. It makes me uncomfortable because I'm agoraphobic really in life. I don't like to be around people. And that's me. And it makes me feel a certain type of way if I'm around too many people. Make me want to hurt something. Somebody might bust a firecracker and somebody might get hurt. I don't like the 4th of July. I don't like none of that shit anymore that I liked when I was a kid. And I'm not a kid anymore any fucking way. I'm an adult. I was mad at my family because the first interview that they did, they was praising the sheriff. And it took us from up north to go to south and tell them the sheriff ain't doing shit. I have family don't even know that we own the land. So no one can say that I try to act like I'm better than anybody. I'm not better than anybody. Because no matter how much money you have, nothing. You can't take it with you when you die. You didn't come into the world. You came in butt ass naked. And when they put you in that casket, you know what they put you in? You know how they put you in the casket? Some people get burnt, but you know how they put you in the casket? See, my grandfather, he was an undertaker. Yeah. He was an undertaker. So I know about how they put you in that casket. It's not in what you think. But nevertheless, we do have a problem. But our problems are not personally with anybody of a certain color, of a certain race. We don't have a problem against that. We got a problem against self. You can't start trying to say you black, you want to heal anything about the black race. You can't say you want to heal anything about anybody else until you're ready to start healing yourself. You can say that I have this problem and I need to deal with it. That's why I put mental health down here, because people was making jokes, calling people weirdo, calling me weirdo, talking about my mental health. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. The only person that knew about my mental health problems was Sapphire and Ratchet TV. And it started from Instagram. And everybody clinged on to that shit. And it took me all this time to start slaying motherfuckers and start finding out, yeah, somebody talking. You see how we turn around and get right to the rat? Everything goes full circle. Karma spins that block. There was a time my grandmother never went. She saw many deaths, but I never saw her cry. But she prepared for it, though. I know that. She bought life insurance policies, and she bought the life insurance policies. And this is where I got my business sense, was from my grandmother. And she only had an 11th grade education. Never went to college or anything. She knew how to buy stock. She bought stock in American Express. So a couple other companies that was around then. You don't just pass down knowledge to your family. You're supposed to pass down wealth, not just to your children, but to your children's children. And maybe because of the color of skin, that's going to be a hard thing to do. Very hard. But I never sell my soul. I'd rather lose it all. But that's not America. I wish they taught this in school. They don't. You're not supposed to be educated by a school system. You're supposed to be educated by your family, your mother, your father, your grandmother, the people in your village in certain places, your tribes, the people that hold the same beliefs that you have. They teach you. You don't need to go sit in no fucking classroom and somebody tell you this and tell you, this one founded this and that one founded. No, the fuck they didn't. No, the fuck they didn't. So that's why it's easy for me to detach myself from anybody that I see. Yeah, you hold certain beliefs, and people call me an asshole, call me a whole bunch of things. You ain't gonna call me no woman beater, no child molester, and no chump, and no rat. You can call me a thief, whatever. Okay, call me all that. You can say, I broke your heart. Well, hearts get broken all the fucking time. Not that I don't care about people. Yeah, people aren't matches for certain reasons. People make mistakes all of the time. That's why you got people that have baby, they have children, and all they got is a baby father. Probably the most reason that most people hated me in the sectors or whatever is because I didn't want my two girls to be calling nobody stepmom or no shit like, oh, you ain't just stepmom, they ain't got no stepmom and all that shit. They got one father, one mother. And I sacrificed years of my life all the way till I'm 51. I don't have any grandkids. One daughter, she likes women. My other daughter, she's so career oriented. she she's not thinking about it because she made a promise to me that she was going to finish college, which I didn't tell her to go through. I didn't tell her to go to college, but she said she was going to finish college. And believe it or not, me and my daughters, we don't see eye to eye on everything. We don't. I got mad at my daughter for participating in Black Lives Matter because that's not how I brought you up. And you'll have people think there's something wrong when you say all lives matter. All lives do matter. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? All lives do matter. And if you ever want to think about calling yourself black, you might want to fucking start going and look up in the dictionary and read what black means. Look what it means in the legal dictionary, the regular dictionary, and then look up on, something like ancestry.com and see how many different fucking names they done call people that have brown skin. They called y'all all types of names. So you don't even know what your fucking identity is. People like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they gave us hints. And before they can tell us everything, when they woke up and found out, they were murdered. But you got people like Dane Calloway, and I keep telling you, that might be one of the most important men to be living right now is Dane Calloway. In the sense that he helps people understand their identity. And you can't move forward if you don't even know where you came from. And I'm not trying to sound cliche or anything like that, but you don't even know the wealth that you already have. You don't know what the government already owes you. You just bow down to them. And I'm not calling for a revolution or anything because I'm not a revolutionist. I'm just a realist. I just know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I know what documents I fucking got from my fucking family. And I know everything about my family all the way back to the 1700s. And one thing I know for certain, two for sure, I don't got no motherfucking manifest to no boat saying that any of my family came off no boat from Africa, England. No, I don't have none of that. Maybe the Newton. It's what we paying attention to, and it's how we expressing ourselves. A lot of people just don't know how to express themselves. And the way people express themselves, it's nothing to make fun of. It's up to us. Not just, I mean, some people just need, maybe sometimes, you know how long it took for me to go see a psychiatrist just because the way my family was brought up. It was wrong for us to go see a psychiatrist. It was like frowned upon. But some people do have chemical imbalances and they need to talk to somebody. I remember yelling on here a lot. No, every time people bring up reparations, things happen. Let me give it one instead of let's not think about the history of the Mo3 sector for where people trying to come up and talk about the Mo3 sector. I want to know the history of that. How about the fucking history of America or the history of whatever race that you call yourself? And I said this because of my preference to be with someone of my shade. I see black women that hate because a black man wants to be with somebody that's of a different race and they think that's wrong. Me personally, I know some down ass white girls. I know some down ass Mexicans, some down ass Puerto Ricans. Personally, I just believe that marriage itself is so hard, but to bring in a biracial child into this world that doesn't understand things, that's why I say what I say. I don't hate white people, and I don't, because let me tell you something. I learned a long time ago. We need each other to be able to do anything. America is a melting pot. I've been in the military, and every race is in the military. Every race. But they taught us camaraderie, and the only thing we knew was light green and dark green. That's it. What? No black, no white. You just no. He was dark green or black green. I mean, dark green or light green. Let me take that back. Sorry. Why you think they told us that? I bet you no one can ever even think that. And I'd never even made it too general. I don't, but I know why they said light green, dark green, green. Go look at a fucking dollar bill. I just don't want to have to explain a biracial situation. That's the hardest conversation. The one thing me and my youngest girl disagree on is this right here. Or she thought that it would be hard. Until she learned that all her friends, no matter her best friend, my daughter, her best friend, they're Jewish. They're from Israel. I mean, they're from over there. Best friend. And her father, more than anybody else that I ever met, I always trusted my daughter around him. But the mother, she was Caucasian. You don't never know who you're going to fall in love with and how it's going to work out. You don't. Everybody have prejudices and stereotypes and everything. But we really don't know. So I'm not a racist. I'm not any of this stuff that anybody tries to put me. I'm just, let me say it to whoever is listening, because I don't believe in all of that bullshit. I'm a realist. Me and my homies, we call each other nigga. And I'm just another nigga trying to make it in this world. The best way I can. I want to see my daughter graduate. And if I don't, then the Most High didn't want me to see that. Everybody wishes to live a full life and live. I would love to live. I don't know if I want to live to 80 something years old like my grandmother did. To watch her become dependent when I was always, that was the hardest thing, was I was always dependent on my grandmother, and she taught me how to be independent. And then she was dependent as she got older. She was dependent on us to take care of her. And she hated that and fought. I don't know who needed to hear it, and I just want people to know. Stop thinking you know me. Stop thinking y'all don't go on this internet and play any games with me. I will fuck y'all around on this internet so much. I will fuck you around in the courtrooms, all of that. Because one thing that I did was, when I was in jail, so think about how long it takes a lawyer to go to school and get that law degree. How much you got to spend when all he doing is reading a fucking book. I know how to fucking read. Didn't they teach me how to read? They taught me how to read. Yeah, I'm one of them niggas. I talk that and I know how to read. But I'm not selfish with knowledge. I'm not selfish with money. Don't want people taking care of you. Fuck. No. Nobody wants people taken care of. Nobody wants you. Do you want to? Do you want somebody? Just think about it. Let's be honest. Do you think that my grandmother wanted me to wipe her, change her pamper? No. She wanted to be around my mother and my sister. They're women. It's a privacy. The whole time I've been on this fucking YouTube is to protect my fucking privacy. And people have try to put my shit out and protect my freedom. So when a motherfucker said I was trying to kill him, nigga, you just accused me of a fucking crime. Nigga, I'm on probation. Is you stupid? You trying to get me booked? Yeah, you a rat, motherfucker, trying to get some views. I wasn't trying to kill you. Nigga, you was trying to sacrifice me in South Carolina, do whatever. Now, motherfuckers want to play internet games. I'm a Marine. I adapt. and overcome. That's how we was trained. Adapt to whatever situation and overcome it. That's why I tell you, I don't play chess. You ever heard of fucking Marines talking about they play chess? They don't have no. I don't ever remember a chess. I don't ever remember them training us to play chess. Even if they was playing chess with us, the government might have been playing chess with us. I don't know. But they never taught us chess. They taught us, they broke us down from everything we knew, however we was brought up in the world, wherever we came from. Marines, you come either on one side of the Mississippi or the other side. You go to Paris Island or you go to Cax in California. That's where Marines are trained. Paris Island, it's an island. You're not running or none of that shit. And there's alligators all around you. And there's Paris Island in South Carolina. Most motherfuckers tap out after 30 days. 90 days you gotta fucking go through there. But they start relaxing shit around third phase. After they take you out in those woods and you have to shave in a cup, trying to see your reflection in the cup, and you have to shave, and you eating something called meals ready to eat, meaning MRE, meaning all you do is add water to it. Or when they leave you out there in the middle of nowhere at night, and you have to use a compass, and you got to come back and find your way back. But you with a team, so you get to trust your team. No I and team. No self. I don't know nothing about. Just self. Just caring about myself and not caring about my kids, not caring about my family, not caring about other people that are struggling. I don't know that. My grandmother didn't teach me that. My family just didn't bring me up that way. The reason why I was so into the Mo3 case is because of Miss Nicole. She was the grandmother. I know how my mom was. She tried to raise 5 kids, but she always needed the help of my grandfather and my grandmother. And when I acted up, my father was nowhere around to discipline me. My grandfather, he was a little bit older then, but I don't know if people even heard of this. I know what a rubber hose is, like, that you water your lawn with. My family is from down south. I just showed y'all. I remember my Uncle Charles. He was a cop too. Big joker. When I got out of pocket, I started smelling myself. He came over, told me to grab that wash machine. He was gonna give me 10 licks with that fucking rubber hose. And about fucking at 5 or 6, that motherfucker was getting through to my ass where I could feel that shit. So I remember a time I was out of control and my family was doing everything they could do to keep me in control. And then my grandmother, the same thing. She took me in and you know what she told me? When I went to jail, she told me she gave me to God. When she put insurance policies, she never put an insurance policy on me. To me, that was a sign that she knew I was going to make it. And guess what? Out of everybody that she put an insurance policy on, I'm the one right now. I'm talking to y'all from about my family. Because my grandmother always had me with her and she taught me the most. I was her first grandson. She never put an insurance policy on me, and she always knew my grandmother had money, never asked me for money, but asked me for money to help other family members because my company had actually made it. Nothing that my uncles did or anything like that, nobody else in the family. My company is the one that actually made it. And my grandmother, I'll tell you a story. My grandmother hated that I have soft hands. She told me her brothers, they had rough hands, and she was the first one to tell me. She didn't buy me. She was the proudest, not of college or anything. She was proud when I graduated the Marine Corps. My uncles, her brothers, they were proud of me when me, that like to put lotion on my hands and wear nice clothes and dress, all of that, they was the proudest when I made it through the Marine Corps. High school, she ain't buy me no car. In high school, when I went to college, she ain't buy me no car. But when I graduated the Marine Corps, my grandmother had a car waiting for me. That's just how she was brought up. Sorry. That's what she was. She hated me using lotion and all of that shit. But she also showed me when you're giving money to people, she used to give money to people when they come up the bus right at Broad Island. At Broad Island in Philadelphia back in the day. That's where people used to bag at and everything. And my grandmother taught me something then. And she taught me how to know when somebody is begging and it might be a scam. So a woman came up to us one day. We were getting off the bus and asked for help, but she had on brand new sneaks and said that she needed some help. My grandmother said, I'm not going to give you no money, but I will take you to this place and feed you. Never forget that. So Scorpio Problem says, nowadays these motherfuckers scamming like a motherfucker. Yeah, people scam all the time, but listen, I can't sit up here and try to judge the next person for scamming. I just can't fall for it because, you know, I scammed before. I scammed before. I'm not gonna lie to you. I scam. Not individuals. I scam institutions, banks. I'm not saying it because I'm proud of it or anything. I'm not trying to say that I'm proud of it. That's my past. I don't have nothing to do with that now. I just formed my company and know how to be a private bank. I learned it by watching them. I learned how to make my company be its own bank and help the communities. So when motherfuckers be asking me questions how much I'm worth, this and that, yeah, you don't know who I am. People don't want us to put out knowledge. My company or my companies, they don't want us to put the knowledge out to you. And I'll call some of you race traders and all of that shit. I try to use some of the harshest terms that I could to maybe try to wake you up. Y'all ever seen Do the Right Thing? Well, shit happens. And it comes down to doing the right thing, caring about other people, and taking care of other people. And I try to teach people that the state pays you, that when your family gets older, yeah, the state will pay you to take care of your family. But you always got people that scamming. Just like I know that when I tell people certain information, such as I own or I'm a part of a home health aid business, or I try to give them information about that. I know you rats. I know rats like the back of my fucking hand. That's why I know when I speak, people listen. I usually charge you motherfuckers like $2,500 for me to tell you about business. And that's $2,500 an hour. But I backed off all of that and was trying to bring it down to here, right to the internet, and all you had, what maybe had to private pay is probably like $5.99 a month, and it may be a membership or something like that. Shout out to Auto and say what up. Let me show you something about Auto. I don't know where he's from. Golf and that's that's strong. And then the barbershop. At first, I thought Auto was somebody that I actually knew because I have a partner that owns a barbershop. But like I said, I will never sell my soul. And I will never disclose my partners. and I know my partners never disclose to me. So, all you rats out there just trying to get over. Remember this. I know your names. Because I learned the game from my old head. I did. Let me tell you. The hardest partner you can have is a woman. She gonna drive you and drive you and drive you to do what's right. But when you build something, you ain't letting shit bring it down. But they always know I'm gonna fix it. So when you women up here talking anything about me, y'all don't know anything. It's the only people that would know if I was telling the truth or lying or whatever, they would be my partners. And they're always gonna be my angels. Keep watch. They know. When I get off of probation, what it means, they know everything. So everybody know I haven't broken probation. I haven't done anything wrong against probation. And let's just say. I told you, Whew. I don't know nothing. I don't even know what the fuck y'all talk about. I don't know who Scorpio problem is. I don't know who Auto is. Maybe they know who I am. But I know my partners always know where I am. Ain't gonna let shit happen to me. Don't nobody want to be on no fucking probation. None of that. You don't want to be under the hands of government jokers trying to get money, probation officer asking you all these questions. What the fuck you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Who is this person? Who that person? I don't know them. Only a person that may be from somewhere near Philly or anything know what it means when you say, I don't know Nathaniel. I mean, I don't know nothing. We don't know nothing on this channel. Just the Know Nothing channel. We don't know nothing. Who this? Oh, I don't know him. I don't know him. Yeah, I don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish. Officer. I know an officer when I'm talking to an officer and you asking too many motherfucking questions. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Man, if you came on here and you saw certain pictures, I didn't get the pictures off the motherfucking internet. I was showing you old pictures, but I know that was making y'all hate. You have to look for the signs. Even on Instagram. So I just know when to look for certain signs on Instagram, and I know if my partners is saying anything to me. And they're very abrasive, and guess what? My feelings is never hurt, so they know me, and they know how I'm gonna react to anybody else. I'm just saying, y'all can take this. I don't know how you want to take it. Because one thing for sure and two for sure. You know, South Philly. Yo, I don't lie to y'all about South Philly. Everybody know about SP, South Philly. But y'all have a nice day. Be easy. I don't want to see, yo, people tired of seeing that shit. Motherfuckers is trying to eat legitimately. And then you got motherfuckers that's trying to put people in jail for what? Motherfuckers just trying to eat. Legitimately. Pass on down to their generations. Like, you know, one of the things that me and my partners we used to do is who had the newest car. That was something back in the past. We had curb appeal. Down that whole fucking curb. You saw nothing but Mercedes, BMWs, Hummers, all of that. When I tell you I rock with Philly, I go at you niggas that be going at Jaguar right and all of that shit. I will fuck y'all around over Jaguar right because she telling the truth. Now y'all got shit fucked up. I ain't got shit fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? I rocks with Philly. Now, I'm gonna end this live. Hopefully, I'll be able to relax, and me and my company relax. This is called paperwork. That's paperwork. Y'all have a good day.